Hi, I'm Christy, quantum navigation mentor, writer, and storyteller. Today I'm going to tell you a story. Welcome to Earth Magic Copper Crowns. You might have noticed that with my copper crown, I kind of look like a real life goddess. Well, that's because we're actually connected to a god or goddess that's on the 7th density, and this is called our soul signature. So, their soul connects to our soul, and our story connects to their story. So my goddess signature is the Egyptian goddess Isis, and her voice told me to bend copper and put it on my face. She told me that ancient Egyptians used copper crowns to activate psychic abilities and promote psychic shielding. And later I found that there's actually documented history of this. The copper crown helps me tangibly feel what energy is me and what is not me. And so now the energies that are not me don't get stuck to me as easily as they did before, but I can still see them. And I can actually see them more clearly. So what you might not know about me is that there was a time where I reacted so strongly to large gatherings that I actually avoided them or had to drink my way through them. So have you ever, or can you relate to this kind of feeling of overwhelm or isolation? Yeah, so we tend to feel a lot as empaths, right? And at first I actually didn't want to create energetic boundaries because I thought I was going to lose my gifts of being able to sense everything. And it turned out that I was actually able to feel more, being able to sort out what energy was me and was not me. Because what happened is I eventually became so ungrounded because of how sensitive I was that I made the crown and had to do that. And the result I found is that my abilities to feel energy and sense things actually got so much stronger with my ability to control and manage my own energetic boundaries. So another thing the copper crown did is that it also blew up in my crown chakra, okay? So you see it's protecting the third eye here and the crown chakra is open, right? And it's creating this channel more intensely. And two things I really want to make very important points about the crowns is one, the way it looks is a physical manifestation of what it's doing energetically. These only fit so perfectly because I actually use the spirit guidance and have them come through my body to make the items. If I try to make them on my own, they look like a little kid did it, okay? So there's that. How they look is a physical manifestation of the energetic work that they're doing. Two is that they're not going to give you superpowers. What they do is they make the superpowers you already have more tangible, okay? And so, So I was doing all this shamanic training when I first made the crown, and it really boosted all that up. And when I finished that training, the end of it was a shamanic vision quest. And in that vision quest, Isis was able to fully come in to my body. And so now we have connected and she channels the second voice of my book. And so the other thing we do is that we do these ceremonies that help you really get clear on what energy is you and isn't you. And so these are not the typical extraction and soul retrieval. What these are is it's a mirrored ceremony where you really get to tangibly feel this for yourself because her and I are teaching you and showing you in the moment. And so me, Christy, my specialty is that I talk to ghosts and I help them return to the spirit world. So if you know about Isis, her special ability is that she helps take poison out of people. So she removes the poison from people. So Isis helps 6 or 7 density beings, which some people call entities and ghosts. And so what I want to make clear here is that entities and demons and ghosts, those are human constructed words to put on these energies to keep us in fear. Okay, I do not have this kind of fear that a lot of people have, because I understand that, and this is what Isis has shared with me, right? Okay, so is that a ghost, when it dies, or a human, when they die, they get stuck in middle world, okay? They're and become a ghost. When an angel or an alien gets stuck in, or when an angel or an alien dies, they get stuck in middle world also, and that's what people call entities. And a god, when a god dies, they also get stuck in middle world, and that's what people call demons. And really it's just because they're connected to our deep core trauma, and that's the only way that we can talk to them, because people aren't listening on these other densities. So in the ceremony that Isis and I do is we bring you through up through the densities so that we can talk to these energies in English. And sometimes telepathy English, right? Or in whatever language you speak. So we can talk to them with words and not through our traumas. So it's not like hurting us as much, right? So when these energies talk to us through our trauma, what they look like is they manifest as negative repeating thought patterns. They manifest as getting hurt all the time. They manifest as forgetting things or misplacing things. You wonder what happened, how something got somewhere. That's because a ghost actually did it. It wasn't you. So my question for everyone is, so we all know that disassociation is when we're not in our bodies, right? So if we're not in our bodies, what is, right? Okay, so this is where we're at as humans on Earth, is that we are all trying to figure out our energy and help it get back to the spirit world so that we can be our own true authentic self. And yes, so everyone has ghosts, entities, and demons in them all the time, and it's just where we are as humans, okay? Currently, right now. So, anyway, so Isis and I do these ceremonies with people, and what happens is that we talk to the energies that aren't us, and we help them get back to the spirit world. We share with them how they can get back, explain to them that they're stuck, and usually they are pretty stoked about going back, right? So who wouldn't want to go home and come back into a new body? Yeah, while we're all ascending and things are improving down here, right? So within minutes of that energy leaving, what tends to happen for people is frequently their physical pain is gone. My own self, I've healed my bone structure and like my posture, and most people report experiencing about a year's worth of healing after these ceremonies in just 1 month. Yeah, it's intense. So really what I want to share with you is that Isis has taught me how to connect with her, and she's guided me to break that down, that process down into 3 stages so that I can teach it to other people. And this is so that we can each connect with our God or goddess story, so that we can all have divine support in living our soul's purpose, right? So the 3 ways are, 1, clarity on what energy is and isn't your true authentic self. Okay, because it's really important for us to hone in on that authentic self, right? So the second one is remaining grounded while channeling high levels of knowledge, right? So if we're opening up to these different energies and going up and talking to spirit and talking to our god or goddess selves, it's really easy to get ungrounded and to float away. And so remaining grounded so that you can, like, while remaining grounded while you're channeling these high levels of knowledge is so important because of the third stage, right? So the third one is sharing that knowledge with others, right? So bringing it down to earth, bringing it back so that we can all learn from each other's divine knowledge. And this is so important because you have your own unique record, your own part of the Akashic records that you are in charge of and that you are keeping safe. And so yeah, with these 3 stages, you can really bring that information to earth, and we're getting to a place where it's becoming safe to share this stuff. So I know it kind of seems like the world's falling apart at times, but really we're going in a really amazing place. Keep it up. Yeah, so welcome to Earth Magic Copper Crowns, and please explore around the different ways that we can support you in working on these 3 different stages, because they're not linear, they're quantum, right? So they're happening all the time, and these 3 stages are happening while you're ascending. They're part of the ascension process, and it's happening whether you like it or not, whether you think about it or not. So might as well get support in this process. So thank you so much for being here. See you later, quantum navigators.